things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. The give. Creates a little space. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Using his legs to buy some time. Got him downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No,
looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Savage. The Bears offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his tight end. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. The Bears with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The inside handoff. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Coming out with it, it's Savage. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
He won't have enough for the 1st down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He might want another play. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Colorado. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He'll toss it. Runs through a tackle. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bears line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Cantrell.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Makes the grab. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Good enough now for 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback floating away from pressure. Finds a man in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. Going to look downfield again. Pulls it in. It's Cantrell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got his man on the right. Turning it up. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes. A great catch and run for 6. Number 3.
going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Looking for space, it's Savage. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Tosses it incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Here's the handoff. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. The Bears will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse.
There he goes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Harris. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll run it again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Try to march their way in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Slams it ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffs!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Savage. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Got his man quickly. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get... and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Savage. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Looking to throw on 3rd. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 3rd.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Going right to work up top. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's Moses. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his big tight end. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab. It's Everett.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there. Safeties are going to be there. So you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking left. It's caught. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Marks. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Bears are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got his man downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Run in the red zone, it's Aitman. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. It's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd and goal coming up. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. They found the tight end, but he could not find first down yardage, and it'll be 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Powers forward. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Got it in the middle. It's Ortiz. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
right down the boulevard. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Give to the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's caught inside the 20.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy. Shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Buffs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead. Looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Clay. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Let's go. Let's go. Ready, go. Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Colorado! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And here's the return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Bears decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They stretched this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the returner goes down. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the run, it's Green. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Outside the pocket, lets it go.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And the Buffaloes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fung. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Harris. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes,
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
With the catch, it's Fung. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Bring in the heat. Makes the catch. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face ball game.